You are in love with a girl or you've fallen in love with a girl. So this also is like that. You may think, I'm a hero, but well, the girl, she has her opinions. So instead of that, see how to make yourself better, in how many ways, not just the way you look. Because your looks will be ignored after some time. At this stage in your life, see how to build yourself up into a worthwhile life, then things will come to you in a certain way. So, just enjoy the love affair because because now it's totally in your control. If you also bring her into the picture, now she will take charge of it. If you rush into life too early, then other aspects of growth will get… it'll get stunted.
So, if love is true, it will happen without an object. If it's really genuine, true love, what it means is, you have made your emotions very pleasant. Everything that you behold, you have a certain pleasantness towards it, that is love. But you must understand the limitation of it. So, if it ends up in a permanent bond in the form of marriage or whatever, then you think it's successful. If it did not, you think it's a failure. It need not be so. Every moment of your life, you must know that pleasantness. You must constantly fall in love with everything and nothing. Women also included, what's the problem with them? Because you cannot tie a bond with 3 billion women, you choose one. If your life energies become very pleasant, we call this blissfulness and ecstasy. So what you're referring to as love is a certain moment of pleasantness.
If love is one-sided, it might lead to a lot of setbacks for the particular person, but you must have the end goal in mind, and you must be prepared for it. Let's hear what Sadhguru says on this matter.
Sadhguruji, this is very common in my college, and it is true about me and also my friends. So, I'm in love with a girl, and and what happens is that I don't have the courage to talk to her, and this is a self-doubt that I have. I think that I don't deserve her. So what to do on this regards?
You are in love with a girl or you've fallen in love with a girl?
Actually, I fall in love.
This happened. Before he became a drunk, he was at the Shillong University. Shankaran Pillai. And he was doing his PhD. So one day he went to his mentor professor and said, "Sir, I need your help on something very important." So the professor said, "Yes, that's why I'm here, please tell me." Then he named a college beauty and he said, "Sir, I'm completely in love with her. I need your help on this." "What do you mean you need my help? I'm not here to help you on those kind of matters. I'm here for academic purposes." He said, "No, sir, I'm really 50% successful. You just need to help me with the other 50%. He asked, "What is 50% success anyway?" He said, "I'm completely in love with her and she doesn't know. The other 50% you must help me." At this stage in your life, see how to build yourself up into a worthwhile life, then things will come to you in a certain way. If you rush into life too early, then other aspects of growth will get… it'll get stunted. Because you got emotionally entangled, now you immediately… the girl says, "I'm going to come with you tomorrow morning." Then immediately you have to find some job, you've not completed your engineering, you will find one auto rickshaw to drive. Arey, all these things will happen. Love does all these things to you. So, just enjoy the love affair because because now it's totally in your control. If you also bring her into the picture, now she will take charge of it. I'm not saying you should not fall in love with somebody, but don't be in a rush to live. You must just see every day how you can be a better human being than the way you are right now. And then the world, the way it responds, tells you whether you're good enough or not. It's not for you to think whether… See, this is why there's an examination at the end of the year. Why? Because you may think you're a great engineer, but the examination results tell you. So this also is like that. You may think I'm a hero, but well, the girl, she has her opinions. So instead of that, see how to make yourself better, in how many ways, not just the way you look. Because your looks will be ignored after some time. You have to make yourself better. How to make yourself better? At least you're trying to make yourself into a good engineer, that's a good idea. So just… you're having a great love affair, just enjoy it, don't tell her.
Sadhguru, I think he also kind of, wanted to know about self-doubt that he has, although the context was that, but he's primarily asking about self-doubt.
See, this is not self-doubt, the doubt is about her. How she will respond, that is the doubt. Somewhere when it comes to yourself, the question of whether I'm good enough for something, not good enough for something, you should not worry about that. Another thing is, well, just see, better means what? What is it one thing that always draws people? What is it that one thing that makes a person look wonderful is, it is not the shape of your nose or the point of your chin or your hairstyle or something. A joyful face is always a beautiful face, isn't it so? Your nose can be like this, it doesn't matter. Joyful face is always a beautiful face. Do that one thing, maybe she will fall in love with you. Just rise and shine. If you rise and shine, everybody will look in that direction, isn't it? Learn to sing a song. We can train you if you want. Just one song that may make her fall in love.
So, what is true love? Many people think that love can only be found outside, whereas if you look into yourself, you have a lot of things that can be loved. But most people just miss that. Let's hear what Sadhguru says about this.
It all depends what is your idea of love, first of all. If you fell in love with one woman, one bird, one ant, one tree, and something, then your love is not driven by anything, you're just falling in love. If continuously you're falling in love only with women, that means your love is driven by your hormones. You better understand that. So what is driven by something, you want to label it as love, it is fine. I'm not saying there's no love at all, there is. But what is true and what is not true is not something that you decide because of this, because of what happened or what did not happen. It is a question of how you felt. Whether it ended up in marriage, then you realize it was not love, or it did not end that way and you thought it was true love which was never realized. It's up to you how you want to handle it. So what you're referring to as love is a certain moment of pleasantness. Now you believe somebody caused it in you. Maybe somebody did trigger it in you, somebody did stimulate that in you or inspire that in you. But essentially it is your emotions turning very pleasant, which you call as love. So, if love is true, it will happen without an object. If it's really genuine, true love, what it means is, you have made your emotions very pleasant. Whether a man is here or a woman is here or a tree is here, ant is here, elephant is here is not the point. You've just made your emotions pleasant. But essentially, what love means is, if your physical body becomes very pleasant, generally we call this health and pleasure. If your mind becomes very pleasant, we call this peace and joy. If your emotions become very pleasant, we call this love and compassion. If your life energies become very pleasant, we call this blissfulness and ecstasy. Everything that you behold, you have a certain pleasantness towards it, that is love. Now this continuously 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all are women, it's driven by hormones. Nothing… I'm not saying it's anything wrong with it, but you must understand the limitation of it. So, if it ends up in a permanent bond in the form of marriage or whatever, then you think it's successful. If it did not, you think it's a failure. It need not be so. I would be happy if you fell in love with a 3 billion woman, and don't leave the other 3 billion men also. If you fell in love with 3 billion women, it wouldn't be hormonal, it would be just love. I'm in love with all the women in the world, and the men also, the ants also, and the very soil that I walk upon, the very tree under which we are sitting right now. Whatever you behold, you have pleasant emotion towards that, is love. And love is not about somebody, it's about you being pleasant, truly pleasant. And is this right, wrong, this, that is not the thing. It is an intelligent way to exist. Every moment of your life you must know that pleasantness. You must constantly fall in love with everything and nothing. Women also included, what's the problem with them? Because you cannot tie a bond with 3 billion women, you choose one. One is convenient. If you marry 5, then you will find it's very inconvenient. Yes? One is convenient, and above all, the reason why you tie a bond with somebody is, at least with one person in your whole life, you want somebody with whom there is no holds barred, there is sufficient unpleasantness in the world. However carefully you walk, you will step into something or the other. When this is so, you don't have to manufacture your own unpleasantness within you. Only 3 times in your life if you loved, I think you're a misfortune, because the rest of the time, you have not known that pleasantness. If you approach a new person, always there is a little bit of, there's a little bit of war and games happening. War games are happening with a new person. With one person you want to relax, where you don't have to play games. At least with one person, you want to be in total relaxation. That's the idea. Why you want at least one person? That is, still you have not reached a point where you are simply relaxed by yourself, with life itself. Because you are unable to relax with the whole manifestation of life around you, the million manifestations of life around you totally, at least with one person you want to find that. That's the idea of finding a bond or building a bond with that. So the idea of forming a unit of family and the larger identities of community, nation and whatever else is simply to find a space where you can keep your defense mechanism down and just be in a certain sense of ease. Because only in that ease, the other possibility will find expression, otherwise you will be just like an animal, constantly trying to survive, preserve yourself. So people who look beyond that are people They don't value relaxing with one person because now they're able to relax with just about anything. They are totally at ease with everything in existence. Now they don't find the need to make a bond where only at one place some relaxation happens. Rest of the place you are warlike, always trying to protect yourself. One place where you can keep your defense mechanism down. Because only when you keep your defense mechanism down, something beautiful can happen to you. And the need to protect yourself is gone. So, love is seen as a possibility to go beyond that instinct of self-preservation, where you're not trying to preserve yourself, you're trying to offer yourself to something or somebody. For that you don't need a person, you can just do it simply with life.
Love is the most wonderful feeling in the world. To love and to be loved are the things that every human aspires for. But you must not be blindfolded by the one-sided love. Furthermore, you should not mistake love for the responsibilities attached to forming a bond that lasts throughout your lifetime. Click on the video shown right above to see more videos from us. What would you like to see in the next? Share your thoughts in the comments section. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching.